Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Saturday the 15th of February 2025, and it's been set by Breadman. So Breadman, a little bit of a tentative here because I struggle with Breadman a bit. The only puzzle so far this year took me 18 minutes, which isn't a bad time. But last year, Breadman was doing a lot of pangrams where they try and include all the letters of the alphabet, so you get a lot of words which have got X's, Q's, Z's, and J's in them, which of course there aren't so many of those words in them, so um, it tends to lead to obscure words. But Breadman's cluing is a little bit obscure from my taste, but as I say, we only see him once a month, so not sure how it's going to go. Don't want to jump the gun too much, but I don't think there's anything else to say. I'm just checking I'm recording still, which I am. So I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Board game taking place in Missouri. Board game taking place in Missouri. Lemon fine with chop. Lemon for chop cut. Fine cut. Lemon. Approach section of hospital about new organ. Ward, new ear, ward near. You think that's a near, ward near, approach. I mean, there's about that. Organ. Blue, first class quartz, half cut. First class quartz, half cut. Quartz is Q, is 6 letters. QUA, RTZ. QA, first class. Blue, down. Smallest final involving England's capital. England's is an E. Or ES, smallest final. Weapon destroyed depot protecting men. Okay, I mean that looks like a anagram of depot with men going in the middle of it. Weapon torpedo. Why would that be torpedo? Weapon depot protecting men. OR, I think. OR are ordinary ranks. Journalist probes friend with old aquatic vessel. I'm trying to think of what Captain Nemo's Nautilus on it. Journalist is an Ed. Probes friend, so meddate. Pedalo. Pal with a code of silence. I will go through the clues later. Code of silence, omerta, customer, yeah, that's hidden word. Having a cycle, daily cycle, face carrying, tea making, vessel, face carrying, so that's having a daily cycle, diurnal, gosh, dial, yep. Consumed drinks on mountain ridge, consumed is 8, drinks on mountain ridge, drinks on, so that's going to be drinks at the end of mountain ridge. Is mountain ridge an M? Or is it the middle letter of mountain, which would be an end? Consumed 8. Cereal regularly used in local test. Cereal regularly would be CRA. Regularly used in local test would be OI. Used in local. Pub. Corn. LCL. E. Okay, breathing apparatus, hit tricky problem. I mean, I kind of want to go aqualung on 8 letters. Breathing apparatus, inhaler, hit tricky problem could be an anagram, actually, couldn't it? Although what it would it be? No, that's 9 letters. Hit tricky, aqualung. Lung is that breathing apparatus is a lung, actually, isn't it? Lung hit tricky. Learning actor's part, hands must be reversed. Yeah, learning actor's part is a role. Law, isn't it? Okay, I get that. Eleanor changed her ma and sister. Crunched colourful confectionery. I mean, you think that's MA and then SIS at the end, but it can't be that easy. Sister could be a nun. Is it just an anagram of Ma and sister? It probably is actually, isn't it? Ma, sister. Colourful correctory would be... It's something I can't say. Stream. Can't see. Rock. Okay, well, not disastrous, not great. Up in workshop, all dumps components. Up in workshop, Alf dumps component of bike. Component of bike is a pedal. Brake. Handlebars. Up in workshop. So up. Workshop. It's not a hidden word, I think, is it? Unless it's a mud flap. Okay, that's a hidden word going upwards. Very good. I'll tick that one on the box. Mud flap. Newly drained like a lake in Africa. Newly, Ny Nyasa. Like I think that's Nyasa. I'm gonna put that much. Newly is drained. Like is as, and a lake in Africa. Nyasa. I'm not sure. Lake Nasser would be the one I'm thinking of, but that isn't quite right. Wine, very good. Presumably rouge or rosé. Wine, very good. Oh, red. Presumably rouge or rosé. No. Sign outside workers' outhouse. Lean to. Lianto, isn't it? Yeah. So an ant is there. Leo, yes. Lean to. Okay. Left one remotely reported a type of alcoholic drink. Left one remedy. Sorry, cure. Cure is a liqueur. Now, how do I spell liqueur? I want to spell it Q-U-E-R. Q-U. Liqueur. If that would be a Q as well, which make that first class, which make that aqua. First class is A. Quartz. Yeah, quartz. Okay. Got a Q. Liqueur. How do you spell liqueur? L-I. A type of alcohol. I think that's liqueur. I think there's a U there. I'm going to leave that for a moment, but I'll come back. Musical instrument is a kazoo. Scotsman found in Italian river. Nah, Ian. Piano. They are. Bit easier than I was to make that. So what's this quickly? Lemon. Fine. Flip. Flap. Flop. Flop. A lemon's a flop, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I don't know how to spell liqueur. I think it's got to be that. Oh, not that. The two U's, but I don't know how to spell it, so I can't do much about that. Military campaign, disturbed man and aircrew. I mean, aircrew 7, man is 3. Got an R and M. I don't want to. I'll have to have a look at that one. I've got some more letters, maybe. Party time. Parties do. Do aboard taxi. For Thomas, perhaps. Doubter. No idea what that is, but it's definitely Doubter. Aboard taxi. Party time. T. Uber. Okay, yep. Perpetually young fool. Fool is ass, maybe. Retains exercise to begin with. Retains set exercise. Perpetually young is fool is ass. Oh. Set exercise would be SE. Retains set exercise to begin with. SE. Perpetually young is can't think of the word at the moment. C. During crash and meandering movement. Crash. Low is C, I think. Probably A. Meandering movement. Amusing plaything entertains Romeo. Droll. Droll and a doll. Yep. Let's see if I can get this one. Cereal regularly used in local test. Okay. OA. Oats. It was that simple. I just wasn't looking in the right place. There we go. Icon making supremo jittery to some extent. That should be a hidden word as well then. Emoji. Ah, nice. And actually have we got, no, we haven't got, we've got a Q and a J in those places. Okay, let's go back. What's this? Min. Board game. Min. Is it Min? Board game taking place in Missouri. So Missouri is MI. Academic, academic institution. This one. Approach section of draw near. Ward. Draw near. Okay, there's my new ear. About is just saying put ward backwards. So Nyasa's looking good. Smallest final involving England's capital. Final. Smallest final. Least. Smallest is least. Final is last. I haven't got that N yet, but I think that's going to have to go with Nyasa. This one, very good. Pinot. Very good. Presumably rouge or rosé. Is that an anagram of rouge or rosé? No, because got L's and T's. That one, I'm going to have to write down man and air crew, I think. Man, air, crew. And I've got rid of the M, R and the M. Campaign, no. There's a lot of vowels in that one. R. Military campaign, I've got campaign there already, so. Something war, I think. What kind of war am I going to have then? Crimean War. Look at those. Crimean War it is, okay. Consumed drinks on Mountain Ridge. 8. Consumed is 8. Drinks on Mountain Ridge. What is it? Eat on mountain atop. This one here. Breathing, okay. Breathing apparatus hit tricky problem. What was that? Flow, blow. And Ma and sister. That's another anagram, wasn't it? I think. M-A, sister. E. Get rid of the R. Get rid of the I. What have I got? Star mix. Star mice. Colourful confectionery. So yeah, most of it's done, but some bits there I'm just not happy about, or just struggling to get. Board game. Board game. I kind of think of. Oh, it's Monopoly, isn't it? It's got to be Monopoly with that letters. That's got to be Pinot then, isn't it? Wine is Pinot. Very good, I think. So I'm going to have to go with that being Nyasa, just based on the wordplay. What is that, Monopoly? Missouri's MO. Taking place. Academic, poly. Taking place is on in MO. Wine, Pinot. I assume it's the noble wine. Very good is Pinot Blanc, presumably rouge or rosé. I would be tempted to put in Blanc just because I don't know anything about wine. Very good. Presumably rouge or rosé. I don't really know what to do with this clue at the moment. And then that leaves me this little corner here to try and work out. Consumed is 8. Drinks is sup, or lap. On normally means put it before. Consumed. Drinks on Mountain Ridge. So on the end of drinks on the end of Mountain Ridge. Mountain Ridge. That. Young fool retains set exercise to begin with. Is it just set or E? Breathing apparatus. Hit. Hit is a blow. Yeah, it's a blow, isn't it? Blow. Blow. Hole. Blowhole. Okay. That's interesting. C. During crash, a meandering movement is. Is that the O then? There. Not sure. Martin sister. Ugh. Anagrams I do not enjoy very much. Probably most people don't, to be honest. Mass. Sam. Tam. Perpetually young. There's my set exercise. There's my E for exercise to begin with. If that's an S. Young. Perpetually young is fall. Fall is an S. But that can't be. Fall could be to fool somebody. Oh, let's have a look at this wine then. Very good. Presumably Rosa. I'm going to just write that out the other way, really. P. I mean, it can only be Pinot, I would think, going in there. But I don't really understand what the wordplay would be if that's Pinot Blanc, and why therefore it would be Rouge or Rosé. Plum would be a very good word for very good, but that isn't going to be. I can't really see why Pinot is, even if that comes from Pie Not. C during crash. Crash is a. So let's think about that from the perspective. It's either something LOL, something, which doesn't seem very likely. L something LO, blah. During crash. Floor. I mean, if that's not an O, then what is it? It could be. Whether the A needs to go on the end. Have I got an A there? I've actually got an A in that anagram. Crash. C during crash. A meandering movement is what's a meandering movement? Really want consume to be eaten, but that can't fit. Drinks on. Consume drinks is mountain ridge. Mountain ridge is the only, I don't really know what a mountain ridge is. Again, another word I don't know. Just feels like, I mean, this is the only one really, assuming that is an actual anagram. Colourful confectionery, and my anagramming head is not great on this thing, so poor mast. Smarties. There are Smarties, probably. Yes, Smarties fits. Which makes that slalom as a meandering thing. Fair enough. And slam as a crash. Fair enough. This is still coming up as a, I would say, assess. Perpetually young. Young fool is an ass, I think. Which just leaves the bit in between. Ass retains set exercise to begin with. In fact, the S would probably go there, wouldn't it then? Perpetually young is consume drinks on mountain ridge. A peak. Peak could be a mountain ridge, not really. And I've got this one over here that I don't really understand either. Which I think is Pinot. Okay, it's pie is very good, not Blanc, so it's white, so it's not red, or presumably rouge, or so it's not Blanc, it's not white. Yuck. I'm still assuming that liquor is spelt right as well. Consumed at my mountain ridge knowledge. Drinks, what's this? 8? 8 what drinks on? I can't think of a 2-letter word that would fit there. That's trouble. Consumed. Assess young fall. That sounded like it's one. So what's this? A something. E SS maybe. Aimless. Set is gel. So that's ageless. There we go. That's an arete, I think. I seem to recall. Let's go with it. Yes, get in. Okay, I do know something about mountains. Those moments where I say I definitely don't know anything about mountain ridges, and then I suddenly remember seeing the checkers that there's an arete, but I don't even know why that is yet. I'm going to go through the clues. Just go through the clues. So, well, Monopoly is a board game. Taking place, so something that's taking place is on, and it's in Missouri, which MO is the, it must be the state abbreviation for Missouri. I think that's a bit unfair, really. I guess Mississippi must be MI. I think Massachusetts might be MS. There's about 8 states with M's, beginning with M. So MO for Missouri, I think, and an academic institution is a poly, as in polytechnic. I don't know if they even exist these days, but anyway. A lemon, so something lemons are, if you buy a lemon car that's a lemon, it means it's a poor car. It's dead basically. So lemon is a flop. Fine is F, and chop is to lop. If you approach something, you draw near. A section of the hospital is a ward, and it says about. The clue says about, so turn ward backwards to get to draw. N for new, and then organ is an ear. Fair enough. Blue is aqua. First class is an A. I would have A1, but okay. Quartz half cut, so the QUA of quartz. Smallest is the least. Final is last, involving England's capital, so just the E from England. What I've got here, weapon is a torpedo. Not something personally I wield, but yeah, it is a weapon, I suppose. Destroyed depot is saying there's an anagram of depot. And then protecting men, so OR for ordinary ranks. Cool. Journalist is Ed. Probing pals, probing a friend, so the friend is a pal, so that gives us pedal. And then with old is put the O on the end to get to an aquatic vessel, which is a pedalo. One of those things you might pedal around the med. Code of silence, so I think the mafia type things talk about code of silence, which is called a murder. And that's a hidden word in customer tacitly. Keeps is your hidden word indicator. Having a daily cycle is diurnal. Fortunately I was able to biff that one rather than have to figure it out. A face is a dial, and it's carrying a tea-making vessel, which is an urn. Actually, when I said I biffed it, I got the urn part, and then I remembered diurnal. Right, let's look at this. Arete is a mountain ridge, I believe. Consumed drinks on mountain ridge. Consume drinks. Arete, eat, eat. Consumed. Is consumed a sound like indicator? Eat. I don't know how you say that word. Drinks. No idea what's going on in that clue. I don't think it's meant to be an anagram. I don't think it's an anagram of eats. 8. Okay, 8. Consumed is 8. Drinks on. Yes, okay, gosh, wow. Okay, consumed is 8, and then it's drinking, i.e. it's including on, so re. I'm writing to you, this matter, on this matter. Drinks, gosh, you don't see drinks as a, what do you call it, a word that says put it into this. Wow, mountain ridges are, wow, that's a tough clue for the QC. Cereal is oats, regularly used in local tests, so take the second and fourth letters of local and the first and third letters of test. Fair enough, simple clue, I don't know why I didn't get it easier. Breathing apparatus is a blowhole. I would have thought a blowhole was just, I wouldn't have thought of it as apparatus, I would have thought it was a natural feature really. I suppose whales and things have a blowhole, so that is their breathing apparatus. Hit is a blow, and a tricky problem is a hole, you're in a hole. Learning is law. An actor's part is a role, but hands must be reversed. That's saying change the L and the R around from role to law. Smarties is an anagram of me, sister. Crunched is your anagram indicator. And colourful confectionery. Well, Smarties are definitely colourful confectionery. Like this one, up in workshop, Alf dumps component of the bike. So component of the bike is a mud flap. Up in is telling us there's a hidden word upwards because it's a down clue. And if we start in dumps from the M, go backwards, mud flap. Newly drained, so NY. Just drain out the letters from the middle of it. Newly gives you NY. Like is as, and A on the end gives you Nyassa, which is a lake in Africa. Wine, very good, presumably rouge or rosé. So very good is pie. So that's a word meaning you've been saintly. So think of pious. And then if it's not blanc, i.e. not white, then it must be a red or rosé, rouge or rosé. That's a tough clue for the QC as well. A wine though is Pinot Blanc. Sign is Leo, Leo, one of the zodiac signs. Outside a worker, which is an ant, and an outhouse could be a lean-to. Fair enough. Left one is L1. Remedy is a cure. Reportedly is telling us it sounds like a cure, which gets us to liqueur, which is a type of alcoholic drink. Piano is a musical instrument. And we've got the Scotsman Ian, found in the River Po, which is in Italy. The Crimean War is a military campaign. Disturbed is your anagram indicator telling you that Crimean War is an anagram of man, aircrew. What do we got here? Party is a do. Time is a T, and that's aboard the taxi, which is an Uber. And Thomas in the Bible was a doubter, doubting Thomas. So. Perpetually young is ageless. Fool is an ass. Retaining set. So if you're set or gel, your hair has gels. It's got hair. It's set. Exercise to begin with. Put an E in there. E for exercise. C is low. Lo. Lo and behold. During a crash, the crash is a slam, and a meandering movement is a slalom. Whew. Amusing is droll. A plaything is a doll. Entertaining R for Romeo, which is a NATO phonetic alphabet. And I think finally we've got the icon, emoji icon, which is making supremo jittery. So to some extent is telling us there's a hidden word in supremo jittery. So it starts there. There we go, all done, 1942. I am very, very, very pleased to get through that one because I do not think that was nice for the QC slot, especially that Pinot Blanc clue, Arrête clue. Nyassa isn't a place I've ever heard of, so there's at least 3 clues there. I'm like, ugh. The mudflap clue, on the other hand, was a fantastic clue. Fantastic. Let's have another look at that again. Up in workshop, Alf dumps component of bike. Great surface, great hidden word. Thank you, Breadman.